Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Ellipsis show. Okay. What I have planned today on this episode is not to do a lot of side talking. Okay. It's going to be people popping up. I'm going to try to be disciplined today and stick with my agenda. Because what I've become, there's a term that I came up with today. I didn't come up with it. I've heard it ever since I was a child. My grandmother would be sitting in the kitchen smoking her Capri cigarettes. And she would be watching the news, or what I thought was the news, but with my grandmother, when I was born, opinion talk began. News and opinion. News and debate. News and commentary. 60 Minutes. Go in depth. Investigative reporting. A lot of this stuff when I was born, that's when it really, flourished. And so I figured out that I'm a creature of that. In as much as a lot of y'all know me as a Christian rapper, I'm just as much of a creature of media as everybody else is. Right? If I say to you, yo, if I say to anybody, if I say, yo, OJ is back in jail, certain people would be like, wait a minute, again? Wait, what happened? Wait, tell me. Now, that's news, but it's really gossip. But it's news, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they will straight face tell you, yes, O.J. Simpson, and then you look at the date of the story, you say, oh, that's old. Meaning it's old to you, to somebody who already knew, who reported the story, but it's new to me. News, N-E-W, new, S. Do you know that when I figured out that my son and my daughter, that their name, N-E-W, that's what they are? They're the news. My son is what's going on. My daughter, that's what they are. They are the news. And they're not just the news, they're the new, I'm the S on N-E-W. Her and him. And guess what? I'm going to tell you something. Both of them represent two things that are the solution to all life's problems, all my problems. Nathan is my solution to racism, and Naomi is my solution to sexism. Both of them two children. Now, that's my secret. I've been sitting on that. I've been sitting on this information that I'm telling you right now. I've been sitting on this information since before my children was born. Okay, so if you go back to 2010, when I was first driving across the country from Chicago to 400 Liggett for the first time with my spouse, my ex-wife now, but the mother of Valerie and the mother of Nathan and the mother of Naomi. When she and I, we were driving the Benz. And this is power of the putt-putt talk right now. And that's why I'm glad I'm recording, because I got my two recording devices over here. One of them is recording the long day, and this one is just recording what I'm doing here, so that way I can make this, boom, audio, this can be where it's going. Because if this ever gets shut down, I still got to have a record of what I'm doing. Now, I like the way I look right here, but I wasn't going to put two cameras up. No, I can go right to my Facebook, download this, and I got it forever. All my content, I always keep my stuff. I didn't know that 2023 going forward was really, it was going to be about the rights of a person. The rights of, the rights. I mean, right now I got a record company, Pastor Joseph McLean. He just told me last week, keep my name out your mouth. He trying to act like he Will Smith or something. Right? Now, he been watching Love and Hip Hop. So he is totally into the intrigue of all of that scandalous stuff. And he turned my life into that. He did this to me to some degree because I was already recording my life because my life is interesting. I record my children. Mostly, if you look at a lot of my footage, you see my children in their natural habitat, what I see. You see what I would see if I was, right? And then the second thing you see is me performing. Or you might hear me in the background doing my thing, right? Crystal Night. Now that is Kevin. That's my man Kevin. What's up, Kevin, man? Do you know that I got a big brother named Kevin? Hey, do you feel like coming on to the broadcast, Crystal Nights? Because if you do, I'm going to embarrass you a little bit because I'm gushing, man, because I'm proud of you. Crystal Nights, whatever. You taught me a lot, He taught me a lot. I'm going to tell you something. Kevin, he's my little brother from another, right? And Kevin, you and your brother, if y'all sit down with me and let me do the paperwork, I can set you up so that you both go to school for 4 years. I got the perfect college for both of y'all. It's up here by me. I got the perfect college for both of y'all. These people up here, they will accept you the way you are. And they love people like you. Both of y'all. You, Kevin, and you, Kenneth. Both of y'all. And I'm going to get, I'm going to send y'all a video about the details of this. But both of y'all, if y'all get in touch with me, I'll send you the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Josh, that's my brother right there. That's my other younger brother, right? Josh, meet my other little brother. Okay? Desmond passed away. Right? Desmond passed away. And when Desmond passed away, you say HMU you gotta, don't talk to me HMU. Homu. Come on, man. Type a real sentence, man. See, that's what, I can't work with homu when you done. Type in the actual, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of your friends. That's the thing. Kid, don't be playing with adults, man, online. Don't do that. Not y'all. Not you, Kevin. I'm saying, man, hit me up. Thank you. I don't even like hit me up. Why don't you say it regularly? You're talking to a 47-year-old man. You can't be the name Crystal Nights, Kevin. Your name is Kevin. Your screen name is Crystal Nights. I can't have my woman walk in here seeing me talking to a woman and everybody on the video. That's why I say people's name. I ain't trying to humiliate nobody. No, anybody, a pastor, could look at this and see who he talking to, Crystal Nights. Do you know that I was married for 15 years, 10 months, 12 days? Now, my son and my daughter, my son, he not going to remember Crystal Nights that he met you. Right? But my son, when he knew you and he knew your brother, he asked me, can he get some color in his hair? Yo, inside me, I went ballistic in my brain. But I said, you know what? I see that Ruby's sons are not necessarily growing up with the firm handshake in mind. Now, I done shook Kenneth's hand. He got a firm handshake. And you know what? That's a man, regardless. That's a man right there. And I'm in the support system of Kenneth and Kevin. They can count on me. My son I just got off the phone with my son. Right? My son just called me, right? And I was getting ready to go live. And if I would have been live streaming, then when my son would have called me, matter of fact, I was live streaming and then my son called me. So I interrupted my live stream. That's the only one I'm going to interrupt my live stream for is my son. When other people call, I hang up that, you know, whatever. I try to do it on another phone so that my phone don't even bother, right? I just happen to be doing like that. So me and my son and me, we were talking movie ideas. My son is ready now for the next level of his covenant. He asked me, Dad, can I get, and he gave me a list. He want tripods, cameras, thumb drives, smartphones, makeup. And then this was the one that kicked my butt. He said, Dad, please. He said, Dad, don't lose your mind when I say this. And then he asked me for something. I said, wow. He really going into this. You know, my son does plays, and I like musicals. I cry at musicals. My lady know. I love music and musicals. I love that stuff. I love pretty much anything. There's not even some people gave me a jacked up meal and it didn't even taste that good. I loved making a video talking crap about the meal. I love anything, man. Like this cling peaches, I can't stand in this sitting here, but I just been waiting for an opportunity to deal with it. I don't need this here. You know what I need this to be? I need this to be gone out because I am not going to eat no cling sliced peaches. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to get some honeydew melon. I'm going to cut that mug open, and that's what I was eating. Oh, yeah, here it is. See? Right? So this is all I wanted. This can was getting on my nerves because we didn't finish putting everything away, right? So I think she has a plan for this. So I'm going to leave it out. But I'm going to put it over here. Right? Because this is what I was doing. I was eating honeydew melon, and when she left out this morning to go, she going to be gone. I'm here by myself, right? And that's the way it needs to be. Woman need to get away from me so I can eat my honeydew melon. Now, when I brought the honeydew melon to the house, right, I was by myself, and then she came over, and she was like, yeah, I don't like honeydew melon. Now, this is what I wanted to say. Then more for me. Let me see. I think I ate both of them. I ate both water honeydew melon. I drank some juice yesterday from freshly squeezed grapefruits from people that, okay? And I squeezed it, and it was so good. It was so good. I said, oh my goodness, this is good. I went and got me some vegetables and all that, because I have to eat healthy. I got to start eating healthy. I can't be eating. Now listen, I'm going to eat some Burger King once in a while. But as many days as I can eat fruit and vegetables, some salad, you know, healthy things, that's great. Now, that's why with my lady I came up with a song. I came up with a song idea called Battleground Baby. Right? So I'm working on that. Now, I want to talk about copyright for a second. Now, I just said the word battleground baby. Some of y'all don't know what battleground means, right? In the context of what I'm going to write. Because I got to hit all of them. So check this out. I'm finna get my pen. Right? Now, as you can see, I wrote all over this, right? So I need to actually raise this conversation up and go over to my computer and start typing. But I'm kind of comfortable right here, and I'm finna make Battleground Baby is going, it's gonna be a phrase that I coined to really, really be a blessing to women who are from rural areas who have a lot of insecurities about how they look because they live and reside and love and enjoy flyover country. And I'm talking about Midwestern women. And so Iowa women, there are women that are like these types of women, Iowa women. But if I can take the whole state of Iowa and just kind of like love on these Iowa women, and just really tell them how much power they have as women, that's going to be a blessing. And then what that does is that conquers my sexism. Because I have to conquer my own sexism, how I feel about women. I have to conquer that. Before I can be an ally and be a blessing to women, I have to conquer it myself. And that's why I'm attacking it. So I'm attacking it with my lyricals. I'm only attacking stuff with lyricals, with ideas. I'm attacking it with my writing. There's no reason for anybody to ever like lose their mind about what I got to say, because all I'm doing is, before you can write something that's positive, you have to understand how to write something that's negative. Before you can write something, Francis Rose, if I'm not mistaken, Francis Rose, I don't know who that is. I don't, it might be somebody I was down at 400 League with, but I just don't know. But anyway, when you gotta learn, you gotta write, you gotta be able to write both ways, right? Oh snaps, Phil Williams, darn it. Oh, I said I was not gonna get distracted, but when Phil Williams walked into your live feed, you have to acknowledge Phil Williams in your live feed. Part of the reason why I'm on point doing what I'm doing is because I've been, my game has been elevated by Phil Williams. Phil Williams is the owner of one of the greatest studios in America. That's right, you better laugh, sir, because I'm about to, that's all you got to do. Once I see you in there, I already know my cue. I got Chuck Spears. Dang. Chuck Spears, Phil Williams, knows Ray McKee, and Chuck Spears been knowing me ever since. Oh, I'm gonna tell a Chuck Spears story. I got a couple Chuck Spears stories. Chuck Spears, I do not like his last name. That's why he got SP on there. I think the reason why he don't say his whole name is because of me, right? Right? Lifemusic.com, baby. Life Music, right? And see, Phil Williams got the Z in there because he is anti-woke. That's bogus. That's bogus. I shouldn't have said that. That's bogus. But Spears, I was in the, listen, this is a true story about Chuck SP, right? So this is my man, right? Now, every month I have the paperwork with all the names of everybody in the unit based on reports I got to do, right? And it was Spears, last name, and then I think his first name was something, and then it's like Charles, and then something, or whatever, whatever his name is. And I was standing in the elevator. It was me and him, and maybe one other person in the elevator. I can't remember. It was a black person though. I said, Chuck Spears. That's like spear chucker. Has anybody ever called you a spear chucker by accident? Now, when I said that, he didn't laugh. To me, it was the most hilarious thing going on in that elevator, was that quiet moment where me, as I think I was a sergeant first class, I don't know, they are sleeping on the spirit, power of music, so I replaced the S with the Z. I can't believe Phil Williams is watching me. That was phenomenal. I'm blessed. I told you I wasn't going to get distracted, but I got it. So I'm going to keep on my point, okay? Let me tell the Spears joke. Well, I guess I told it already. Dumb story, but no. Let me get to the other story about Chuck Spears. Yes, I'm telling your business. It ain't your business, man. This is government business because you was in a government building. You was paid by the government. That story, I own it because I went to the government and I had a covenant with all of my employees that everything that I learned from that place, I get to have it forever. It's mine. So I can teach it to anybody. I can make fun of it, all that. That's the benefit of being a government employee. Everything that you learn, you get to keep that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to give back my knowledge back to the institution. No, I keep that. That's mine. When they taught me about the definition or the differences between Republicans and Democrats, right? I didn't learn that up in the government. I learned that Spear Chucker was the first thing I thought about because we are comedians. Right? That's what I'm saying. Phil, I didn't realize, because you would say I'm a minister that operates in rap. And that challenged me, okay? That challenged me. So I would always say I go to the mountain. So this is the thing. There are some places in the country that you got to go higher to. And that's when I went to Iowa. I was going higher, right? When I went to California, I was going higher, okay? When you go to the East Coast, where I went to South Carolina, where I used to hang out in South Carolina, and when I used to hang out in out in Georgia, you're going lower. You're going down to where they say SHIT, sugar, honey, iced tea, rolls down, right? I was going down there where it smelled like sugar, honey, iced tea. And there is good quality women. So then, and there's some good quality people, right? So then when you mix it up and you figure out and you get your stuff together, boom, now I come back to where I'm at. Now I understand what the chitlin circuit is, man. The chitlin circuit is I accept you even though they don't. I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And so the Spear Chucker thing, why is it in my head? It's in my head because of Saturday Night Live. Richard Pryor and Dan Aykroyd did the world a service by doing their back and forth racial slur discussion. And what happened is, in that back and forth, which I might play that on this stream, because it's funny, because what it did was, it wasn't funny at the time that I saw it initially. It was funny later after you watch some Chappelle Show stuff, you go back and look at that stuff, that's hilarious. Or it's not. Certain people, it's not hilarious. Being called an N-word or a nigger. That stuff ain't funny, man. It's just not. Right? So they're going back and forth with, at that time in the 70s, or whenever Richard Pryor hosted Saturday Night Live, and he was on the set with Dan Aykroyd, and it was both of them in the room, and one of them was obviously in charge of the other one, right? So the black dude coming in to get a job, I think that was the basis of it, or whatever, something, and they're going back and forth, and they're doing word association, right? And word association is, I hold this up, what's the first thing coming to your mind? So he said word, then he said word. He said word, he said word. And they go back and forth with racial slurs. Now, when you hear the racial slurs that black people got for white people, it's hilarious. And that's the thing. I just figured out some more racial slurs. I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Here's an example, right? The word white trash doesn't come from black people. Black people did not originate the term white trash. White people that feel that they are better than. In other words, even within white people, they separate themselves from each other. That's the funniest thing to watch, actually. If you're black, you end up spending a lot of time watching white people separate themselves from other white people. The greatest thing, a black person, any black person in America, probably in the world too, but all I know is ones in America, 100% of black people that I interact with, 100%. There's never a black person that when I explain to them what I'm talking about, like if they don't understand what I'm saying, they'll argue with me like that don't happen, that don't. Like my son, like him he gonna say to me one day on the phone, he gonna say, Dad, there's no racism in Toma. There's no racism in Toma. There's no racism in Toma. Right? Okay, son, I'm gonna let you have that. Because guess what? I already know what your future is, son. That's why I've been saying repeatedly, only I can call my son a boy. Anybody else ever call my son a boy? I ever hear about it? I'm lighting you up. I don't care who you are. If Donald Trump says, boy, you're such a good boy, I will light him up I'll praise him for the couple words he say good. But Donald Trump don't think about black people the way I think about black people, namely my son, to let alone compliment. Some people, I don't need you to compliment my son. I don't need you to talk about him. My son is my son. Keep my son out of your... If I could talk about my son all day, because guess what? My son is my priority. I talk about him so much that you would think I'm God and he's Jesus. What doggone it? Who do you think Nathan is? What you think? Nathan is some little poo-butt little kid that you don't give a... No, he ain't them. That's my son. He don't need a ring to be my son. His face is his identification. The boy don't even got... My son don't even got an ID card yet. He got a school ID. So that distinguishes him from the rest of the rut rats in that raggedy institution they call a school. My son learning all type of transgender, this, that, and the other. What can I do about it? Seriously. So, Ruby's sons, Kenneth and Kevin, to other black people like me and Phil, if me and Phil and Chuck are sitting down, right? And my brother Joshua is sitting down, right? If all four of us sit down, me, Chuck, Phil, and my son Josh. My brother Josh. And my son, Nathan, who's also going to be watching. Everything that I got is his. All these videos, all my songs. I ain't taking this stuff nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I deserve to be in a tomb, all the music I done made. But it ain't taking with me. Guess what I'm doing? I'm putting it in the future. Just like Prince, all his music, it don't die just because he died. No. I just listened to Little Red. I just listened to one of Prince's songs because it hit me. Oh, snaps. This dude actually was smart. And I was listening to Elvis. Let me tell you what the record company's finna do. Let me tell you what Elvis company did. They did something that I've been doing for a while. Yep, they biting my style. Elvis biting my style right now. The people, yes, they put out a studio session of Elvis singing one of his songs. I forgot it. And he sounded like he was drunk. I said, what is this? What's going on, Lowski? Hey, Lowski. Lowski, can you come on live with me? Because me and Corinthian, we think that we have a music executive that we want you to play. We got a guy named Pastor Joseph McLean, and I want to find somebody who can play him on an ongoing basis in 100 or more music videos, because I've got footage of him talking, which means that's your study material. So I'm gonna give you all his footage, right? Because I own it, and then you get to see all his mannerisms, and then I'm gonna give you some written material, or I could just let you hear some of our dialogue of how we talk, and then you get to come up with me, you, Corinthian. We get to sit down. We come up with a speech for you to say. You memorize it, or you can make it up off the top, or we give you some cue cards. You said, cool, let me finish my guy wrote LOLBS. Okay, the B was an accident. LOL. Yeah, man. So if you feel like it, man, if you want to come on, man, let me know when you're ready. I will set you up, and then we'll come on, because I want to see, because if you look just like him, Stephen Typhoid. Yo, I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for watching. I don't know what brought you into this little zone, but we're gonna do this anyway. So, so now, one of the things I was gonna demonstrate is me coming up with the idea for a song, and then what is the process? Where is the lines being drawn of the copyright? That is what I learned that I'm able to do with my content. Is I'm able to help everyone make sense of copyright law and what's yours and what's mine, and when we work on stuff together. My son basically called me today asking for a record deal and a video deal. But he's my son, so he's in covenant. He not only do he got a record deal, but he got the movie rights of all the movies that I produce about him. Now, the record company dude, Pastor Joseph, if he's smart, that's what he been thinking about. He's like, yo, Matt's son, so he trying to, right, but he don't know. His son insulted my son. My son did a happy birthday song for him, right? But back on Pastor Joseph's 50th birthday, Ashad, in the bathroom, me and my son, I had my audio recorder going because I like to capture that little, that little banter. Them little side little moments are important in my son's life. Because that's when people do nefarious things just on the side when they think ain't nobody looking. And so he played a practical joke on my son. And that practical joke he played on my son, I said, I'm going to get that little boy back. I'm getting him back right now by talking about it. Once I say it, that's it. I ain't got to do nothing to smack him, right? It's not like he ain't ever did it to nobody else. Ashad is a bully, just like his father's a bully. They're little bitty short dudes that's bully people. And I'm not going to be bullying or getting bullied. But this little boy is a bully. My son's a little bit taller than him. So he gonna put some powder in his hand and he gonna hit my son in the face. I'm standing there like, oh, do you know? It was not difficult for me to take this elbow, wham, if I wanted to that little boy's head and slam it right into that concrete or the metal or the plastic or the sink. But I didn't do that. And I don't want to be close to nobody kid that close that's willing to disrespect me in front of me and hit my son. I don't want to be that close to no kid like that want to do that. What's going on, Kelsey, man? How you feeling, bro? I don't want to be close to no kid that's willing to smack my son in the face with some powder. The powder got into my son's eyes. I had to help my son out with that. He said, whoa. Now, I was standing there the first time that a goat assaulted my son. Not joking you. My son was 4 or 5, I think he was 5 years old. And me and him, we used to walk our trash down the street to take it down to the thing. We was living on like a farm ranch type thing. And they just bought a goat. And so we in there, and usually I don't be up in there with the animals, but my son wanted to press it. So we go around the thing to the goat, and the goat, wham, hit my son in the chest, and he fell down. And he didn't cry though. I said, oh, shit. I don't even know what to do. Because I got my combat boots on. I don't go outside barefoot. I got my combat boots on, tied up. I will kick this goat so far that the landlord gonna have us move out. Because it's the landlord's goat. But I'm finna kick this goat. Now, the landlord ain't standing there. It's the daughter or somebody else, some other female in the family. And females don't matter because of sexism. That's why I can't remember. All I know is the female that I brought up there, that's the birth mama, she was somewhere in the house, barefoot and pregnant probably, as she should have been. Because what other value has she been for my life other than giving me my two children? Other than that, she's a worthless whatever, but I ain't talking about her. I'm just saying, where was she on that day? I don't care, because she's a woman. And whoever was standing before me that brought us behind the thing was beautiful. Very beautiful. That's what I remember. And so my son said, I'm all right, Dad. I'm all right, Dad. And he got up. And the goat did it again. The goat hit him in the chest again. And he went down. No, you know what? I'm saying it wrong. I'm telling the story wrong. It hit him and it pushed him back. And then it hit him and it pushed him back. And then it hit him and he fell down. That's how it went. And when he hit him the first time, is when I wanted to kick the foot. And when my son went down, he said, Dad, I got it. And he got up and he talked to the goat. He confronted the goat. My son can't confront a dog, but he confronted this goat for some reason. And he told that goat, he said, goat, if you ever hit me again. He said, if you ever hit me again, I'm gonna make up what he said, because that is, I don't got no recording of that, okay? I just know I got the story branded in my mind. So I'm gonna make something up. I'm gonna pretend he said, if you ever hit me again, I'm gonna unleash the Holy Ghost on you. Or something. I'm gonna come up with something. I'm gonna come up with something stupid. The boy confronted the goat. I'm the one that made the boy afraid of dogs. I did that. It's my fault. And when I went to Pastor Phil's house, right? Pastor Phil got these 2 dogs. I can't stand his dogs. I can't stand his dogs. And then I fell in love with his dogs. I said, Pastor Phil, I need to take a picture with these dogs. And I took a picture with the big dog. Pastor Phil is a big dude, okay? He's a big dude. And he said the key to training the dog is you got to keep the dog off balance. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, everybody. Let me tell you something. Now, he's dealing with a male dog. That's a male dog. I think if that is a female dog and he said that about that female dog, I swear for Clefo Lead about Phil. I swear for Clefo Lead about Pastor Phil. I'm going down there and I'm going to be cracking up. I'm going to go to that dog. If that's a female, I think it's a male dog. This dog is ginormous Lufungo. This dog is bigger than the head of little Jimmy. Okay? And if my son, this is the thing, I got to figure out a way. This is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on for him being 16 years old. I'm going to work on my son being able to meet little Jimmy, and little Jimmy got a whole bunch of jokes to roast my son, and then my son got to come out and roast this big ginormous head figurine, whatever, and they just go back and forth. And I'm going to be rooting for little Jimmy over my son. That's what I'm about to do, and I'm about to give, because little Jimmy, because this is the thing, I already got, this is the thing, right, about little Jimmy, right? I'm sorry, let me just go into little Jimmy conspiracy lane, right? So Pastor Phil done already set me up to be little Jimmy's mentor and talk to little Jimmy. So me and little Jimmy, we got about 4 years, maybe 5, but we can get it. Me and him can get everything done in about 4 years, right? And if you take some little Jimmy, right, little Jimmy, and you could take every child across the entire world, United States, right, and then the world, just every random child. If all of them, if everybody in the world, right, just makes it so that everybody gives $1 to Phil, right? Everybody in the entire world just give $1 to Phil. Whatever your economic equivalent of a dollar is, you put your little crappy little currency together and muster up $1. Now, you give that and send it to Phil, to that website, Life Music, right? You send it to him, right? He don't got to pay me for anything. But if you send it to him, I'm going to bring that big head, little Jimmy, because I got the little Jimmy book. I got it up in there. And I'm going to give y'all footage of little Jimmy and my son Because I'm not going to adopt little Jimmy officially. But I am going to induct little Jimmy into sainthood in about 4 years. He got some more work to do in order to get into sainthood because he's a perpetual 12 years old. And my son is 12 years old now. I'm not letting my son get past Jimmy as being a 12-year-old until my son can demonstrate that he can function at the level of Jimmy. He don't get to turn 13. My son's supposed to be turning 13 in March, right? Right in March. So he think that life just automatically turns you into a man. No, right? The Jews, they got their bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, right? Right? And 12, 13, son, you're going to start hitting puberty. So you're going to start getting some of these. Your voice already deeper. Okay, yeah, so you're right. You are going to grow up and be a man. Your testicles probably getting heavier now, and you're starting to see pubic hair and stuff like that. Yeah, you becoming a man. Yes, it's there. And the little girl, whatever. Who cares about girls? My daughter, she talk bad about me. My daughter called me on the phone if she want to or not, whatever. When you was on the phone with me, my son was early. Girls, whatever. It don't matter about the girls. They girls. Get out of here. Yeah, good to see you. You should hear what my father, when my father grew up, you should hear what he, now my father, it's hilarious. My father always mix up Tina and Andrew, Tina and Andrew. Both of their name was Tina and Andrew. The ampersand is in there. The ampersand gets hidden when you're tied together with somebody. And with Pastor Joseph, my record company, we're tied together. That's why I pulled the ampersand back. It's Faith Jam at Ellipsis. Ampersand. That ampersand is important. That's the 2x2 ministry. That's what I've been working, man. I don't need to work all that capitalism. Y'all do capitalism. I'm going to do kingdom over here. I got to work with capitalists. Ain't no choice. If I'm going to work a blue-collar job, capitalism is all up in it. Capitalism is all in the government. To some degree, send $1 to Life Music. To some degree, that's capitalism. But this is what I'm finna do. There is a place that my lady owns or is part owner of, an orphanage. There's an orphanage. I told my son today, I said I'm about to adopt a bunch of females, a bunch of girls. And I didn't realize how easy it was. If I knew how easy it was, I would have done this a long time ago. What am I sweating over 2 children that I birthed that because of divorce and the way that America treats certain people that look like me and are my color, why am I stressing out trying to chase after these kids if they're going to be taken away from me anyway? Right? And guess what? This is America's kids too. Back 200 years ago, I can't even have these emotions about my children. These emotions that I got about my children, that's my right as an American citizen to have feelings about my children. That's my right. Because it's called kitchen table issues. I'm the one thinking about how I'm going to raise these children, how I'm going to, right? The country doesn't figure out everything or how much it costs to raise a child. Yes, it has. The country has figured it out. If it costs you this much to raise a child, but you got this much and you add, guess what you're also raising? You're raising a problem too. And when I sat with my ex-wife, we didn't discuss covenant. We discussed marriage. And I realized that some people use the term covenant and marriage synonymously, and I did that. And so my ex-wife is destined to miss out on a lot of my covenants because here's the thing, the whole time that we was married and the whole time before we was married, I was entering into and exiting out of various covenants. And covenants get better. The longer you're in a covenant, it gets better. Even when it's getting bad, it's better. Because all you got to do is, when the covenant is unsustainable, you roll the covenant into another covenant. Or you let the covenant lapse. You're out of here. My ex-wife was trying to get the timeshare. The timeshare, if you don't pay the taxes and maintenance fees, you ain't got no timeshare. And timeshare is dumb anyway. What am I doing as a single man with a girlfriend? At that time, I was betrothed to her. I was betrothed to Valerie. That's why she thinks she got rights. Because she took time in the betrothal time to pad herself up. So that when she do finally get married, she good. That's what she did. She took a lot of money from me over the years. But she don't get to, that's front end stuff. Back end stuff is always the best. I always got points. Well, I'm supposed to get some of that too. No. She actually went and she actually has a higher percentage of my pension than she's supposed to have based on whatever. I wasn't able to fight it the way I wanted to fight it because by that time, the judge was starving me out. I couldn't have my children, so y'all gonna haggle over the money anyway. I want to finish talking about my children, and they never let me finish that conversation. It's always about what money they can get from me. And they're always asking, do you get money for school, money for this, money for that? And I don't get no money for them. They got all the money. I don't get no money that goes to them. Everything that I get goes to bills and all that. Now, it looked like I got a lot. But that's because I am a good steward. I'm a good steward. So one of the things that when you're with somebody, and this is what, nobody knows what I'm doing. You're not supposed to know what I'm doing. So I'm even talking on stuff that I know nobody else is going to see, and you shouldn't see it. And sometimes you should. There are people who are supposed to see what I'm broadcasting. And I've learned to just trust the Lord with who's hearing. And trust the Lord with what I'm doing. All my little broadcast stuff, all this stuff I've been doing for years, I own all that stuff. That's why I traveled like I did. For ownership. I don't play rent. I don't rent nothing. If I'm renting, that means I'm not sticking around. But if I own something, I'm sticking around. And so I was wondering, I was like, why am I still here? So I started interacting and hanging out with people out here in Toma. Jibber jabber, me and my partner. But I ain't got no business now. I got a museum. I got some music. I got my school. I got all these ideas that are nice. Now I got stuff that's real, whatever, technical. But none of that stuff is divorceable stuff. That ain't bring it up in the divorce. We ain't dividing them. She already took everything. She's driving my company car. My ex-wife is driving my company car. Until you fix that, I can't. You know what I'm saying? She drive. Now, I will go ahead and allow and say, okay, you know what? She needs the best car for the family. Right? But no, I got the best vehicle for the family, and that's the van. Because my children need to know how to keep and maintain stuff. How they gonna know how to maintain stuff when they driving around in a luxury vehicle? Dummies. No, my children need to know how to fix what they did. I made my son clean out my car because he putting trash and her putting all trash. Naomi, I don't never make her work. I make Nathan do it. And I got video of that boy cleaning up. I can make the move. I can make over 150 movies just about Nathan and his struggles and ups and downs. And guess what? I'm going to do that. And hers. Because that's my right to do. These are my footage. That's my footage. I'm making movies about my children's life. And I got 2, 3, 4 angles of everything. I didn't realize that I was a doggone movie producer of the greatest reality show on the planet. My son, guess what? My son can go out and do a whole bunch of stuff with other people, and let's say he can make $1 million and get it to him. Let's say they do that, right? Let's say my son go to Nickelodeon and do some whatever, right? Guess what? All the footage I got, they still can't take that. Nobody, not Nickelodeon, nobody can take my stuff. He can't sign nothing. She can't sign nothing that takes my rights away. They can't even take my parental rights away. Matter of fact, they can take my parental rights away, but they can't even take my... I'm the one that can actually sync everybody's totem poles of ideas that they erected about this whole situation. Because I am the dad. I'm the father. My covenant to my son means that my son could call me anytime and say, Dad, I need to talk to you. And I need to be available if I can. I yell at him about my availability because when it's my time, they be busy. They're busy because their mother made them busy. And her mother, they're going to respect me on that. Y'all going to respect me on my time. Y'all going to respect my time. And other people going to respect my time. And these other orphans, Jimmy Jack turned me on to the orphans like legitimately. So with Jimmy Jack, I'm going to get him involved to help me deal with the orphans and stuff like that. Because he's out there closer. He may not even get over there. If he gets over there, whatever. Anyway, that's beside the point. Now, Battleground Baby. That's a song I want to make. Battleground Baby. I kind of want to find a beat on with y'all so that I can make that. And I want to talk about the Battleground State. And I want to do Battleground. And I want to show you kind of how I work all that stuff. Battleground. Now, what time is it? It's 1:42, which means that certain things are going to be. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to end this live stream because I done said a lot. And then I'm about to go ahead and make the video of me working on Battleground Baby. There's other content that I got. If you go to m3dots.com, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff. And YouTube, Matt Ellipsis. But if you go through m3dots.com, it'll give you... That's the best way to start getting into the web with my content. Because I've got it highly organized. I am doing updates to the website because I'm adding stuff because I got litigation and this and the other that I can now make active because certain people need access to certain things. But the thing that I will leave on this and I'll talk about is that on my website I'm starting. I've started a school. It started originally back before when my son and my daughter was conceived. The same day that they were conceived here. Because when I thought about my children, I thought about my plan for my children. My plan for my children. My son and my daughter did not come into this world with a plan for themselves, of themselves. They came into this earth with a plan of themselves, for themselves, by me. Even before I was with her. Nathan and Naomi, what they're going to be with their lives is because of me, not her. She can only do the stuff that she can do. She's not a visionary like me. She's not the father like me. She's not the dad. My pen, these are the favorite pens. My son and my daughter, they can write with anything. But when they know this is dad's pen. Because dad writes. And I'm left-handed, right? With my right hand, what do I do with my right hand? I'm always computing. I'm always recording. I'm always capturing. Why? Because I'm making the greatest movie. What? My son's childhood. What my son remembers growing up is very important. What challenges I am going to bring to my son, all his challenges. He going to have some other challenges, but he going to understand that all the challenges I'm giving him, love you too there, Pastor Phil. Thank you so much. So coming up, Little Jimmy versus Nathan. I already got the videos. Little Jimmy got rap videos, and so does my son got rap videos. I'm having both of them in 2024. I'm doing a versus battle, but I ain't doing verses like that. I'm doing it's Little Jimmy versus Young Scribble, right? And it's a versus, but it's not a versus. It's music video for music video. It's song for song. And here's the advantage that Phil Williams and me got. Is Phil Williams going to be coaching Lil Jimmy? Right? Richard Hoffman, that's another man of God right there. That's another man of God. This man of God raised some beautiful children. One of them, I can see everything. Rafa Ryan? I don't know. Wait, is that my nephew? Rafa Ryan? Is that my nephew? So I'm going to have to see who that is. Rafa Ryan. Anyway, so the advantage that Lil Jimmy got is Lil Jimmy already got a full studio at his disposal. He got me helping him out because I'm going to be feeding him songs. Every advantage that Nathan got, I'm going to make sure that he got. And Lil Jimmy, so this is going to be a real big one. This was going to be a big one because this is Georgia versus Wisconsin. Because my son said he claimed Chicago. Boy, you've been in Toma too long talking about you from Chicago. You can't talk about Chicago, man. I can talk about Chicago. Your mama can talk about Chicago. Maya can talk about Chicago. But son, you got to talk about Toma. But I'm introducing my son as Toma's hometown rapper. My son and me are Toma's two hometown rappers. There are no other rappers in Toma better than me and my son. And I've already set it up so my son is better than me. Now, I'm better than everybody in Toma. There is no better anchorman, newsman. No, not in Toma. No. Other places, absolutely. But in Toma, I'm the best. Unfortunately. Listen, this place is a crap hole, right? You think Nazareth was bad? I'm going to tell you about Toma, how bad Toma is. I'll tell you about Toma. 2 library books, 2 weeks late. Warrant for your arrest. That's Toma. But I'm the best lyricist. I'm the best lyricist. So when it comes to lyricism, that's me. I'm the best rapper. My son is in training to take over for me. And guess what? He won. Long time ago, my son took over Toma. My son owns Toma. I am the VA rap champion. That's national. But at the local level, I got the title and the medals. But those are his medals. Even though I earned them that way. But all he got to do is go over to the VA, sign up, and he can win and he can get his own medals. And he needs them. Because he out here in Toma with these kids and he's sucking some wind. So he trying to deal with some knuckleheads. And to be honest with you, that's what you're supposed to do. I just want to videotape him with the knuckleheads. The movie ain't about the excellence of them making a movie. He pitched me a movie. Nathan gave me some movies already. And when I mentioned to him the movies he made already, he said, oh, Dad, why? Why? Because guess what? Those are associated with me and him. And when I make them with other people, he going to be mad that he ain't get to participate. And guess what? I got his likeness and his image in all my videos that I want to put him in, and I get to give it to these people, other people, so that they can make it better. If I make a deal with Disney, if I make a deal with this person, that person with all my content, I can do that. You can't do it. You can do what you got. You can't do what I got. What I got, I already got it. I don't need nobody. Listen, I didn't realize. You know what? You know why South Park is so wealthy and they got so much? It's because they never stop working on their ideas. They never sit down and just listen. Even when they're sitting down, right now I'm sitting down, and I ate what you call it. But everything is about taking care of business. Everything is going into the show. Ooh, I messed up this. It's going into the show. Oh, I messed that up. It's going into the show. Not this one, maybe that one, whatever. That's what it is. What you doing, man? I'm building a network called Guidon Radio. M3.com, Conclave Download, all these little things. Faith Jam, that Ellipsis. I took the ampersand out of it because we was that close. When I pull the ampersand out of something, and it just stands on its own, like Matt Ellipsis, that means it's covenant strong. Faith Jam, Matt Ellipsis is Covenant Strong. Even though me and him got a beef, I built it Covenant Strong. And he built it Covenant Strong. He did a good job on what he did, on what he was supposed to do. He did a good job. He did everything that I wrote that he was supposed to do. I started writing the Pastor Joseph role in my life. I started writing that back in 2009. When I first met him, I said, you know what? Maybe it's him. So when I finally told him, he think that he convinced me. And that's what he been doing. It's like, I told you, I showed you, man. I showed you this, I showed you that. No, man, I was convinced way back when me and God talked about you. And now he gonna be like, wait, what you talking about? And now, see, this is the thing. Things that he don't know that I recorded, I got it. Because we was doing Life of Faith. He don't even have the recordings of his first church services. I got some, because some people don't care about that stuff. He just wanted to do a good job for the Lord. I care about the after effects of the doing a good job for the Lord. I care about that stuff. The cleanup. Somebody got to clean up. The garbage man got to clean up. And if what you're doing is so wonderful with all this fanfare, when we cleaning up, there better be fanfare to clean up too. The cleanup better be just as good as the mess up. Because when you bring somebody to your town to do what they're doing, you make a mess a little bit. Don't come up in here breaking up all my eggs. Don't come up here breaking all my stuff. No, no, no. With my son and my daughter, they are a couple of little selfish children right now, unfortunately. And I'm a selfish dad. And their mama's a selfish mama. That's no big deal. That's family 101. I know what to do about that. This is what I do about that. Let me show you what I do about that. Now, I already did the work to make everything work. And that's why I'm in this. Right? This is how I do it. I give this to Corinthians next time I see him. So that Corinthian can make some characters out of this. Right? This right here, my Velcro. I just put the Velcro in there. Right? This is mine, but I got more than one of these. So that way, when me and him was on the set, we got these going, you know. We take care of business, right? But this the other one. This one, they call this one the cookie. The chocolate chip cookie. Now, when I put this on, boy, you know it's on. You know it's on. So I'm gonna figure out which uniform I'm gonna send to the girls that's part of the orphanage, because the orphanage, I'm gonna make it an education institution. I'm gonna take everything that was supposed to be for my sister, my son and my daughter, because they don't need it. They don't need my education curriculum. So I'm gonna take all my curriculum that I built over the years. I got software, computers, all that stuff was education for my children. The stuff that my son finna get from me, it's a gift to him for Christmas and his birthday, right? But it's also going to be his covenant to me. Here's what you will do with this stuff, and if you don't get it done, you're in trouble. And I'm getting it ratified into the court order as this is how it's going to be. That I have to induct my children into a summer program called DAD. Or into a mentorship program called DAD. And my time with my children is unsupervised. If I got to do it like that, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to put it all together. Because if I don't do it with my children, I'm doing it with somebody else. And then they're going to watch me Because guess what? If I'm taking orphans, you wealthy. What you do with your day? I'm dealing with the orphans, and you get paid all the time. And then I get more and more land to deal with the orphans. Got my main residence, and I got the orphanage. The orphanage and other stuff in music studio. Then I look at Black Dynamite, and I said, oh, snaps, Lord, are you making me Black Dynamite? And if I could live, if there's a superhero on the planet that I wouldn't mind being like, it's Black Dynamite. And when I show my son Black Dynamite and he see me living like Black Dynamite, because that's what I'm going to do, I'm my own version of Black Dynamite, except I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm me. Because dad can change outfits, okay? You know what I'm saying? And my son, he let me put one of my characters in his movie. That's the joint. One of my characters, Bino Sclavino. And I'm going to get me a Bino Sclavino outfit so I can be the bad guy. I'm the evil scientist. Yo, when I start giving him some of my stuff, he going to center the movie around me. And he going to know, because the Bino Sclavino, that goes with Bambino and Bambina. So I can just retell my story that way. It's on. The letters and the numbers. That's a story that my son came up with. Yes. My son came up with that back. I got the Inception. I got all this. I said, can't believe it. All these are movies and videos and songs and this. I said, oh my God, Lord, you gave me too much. I will see y'all later.
You are getting the mat.
You are getting the mat.
You are getting the mat
signal. You are getting the mat signal. Thanks for tuning in. We shall now begin.
Please come along, my friend. Now the Ellipsis has arrived to place the station statement.
Give you updated info to make this amalgamation.
Help you to get up and go.
Thunderfunk is central. The Mad Ellipsis show is like a matinee.
Got on radio broadcasting the signal to the world. Conclave download, bring it to town. Conclave download, come to your town. The Mad Ellipsis mind is going to demonstrate how to be the kingdom, broadcasting your signal to the world. Conclave download, bring it to the town. Conclave download, come to your town.
It's been a long time. The harvest is plenty. The laborer's few. Updating my Rubicon to deal with the groups. There's so many groups. I know what to do because I'm expertly trained in using my brain to expose and contain all of the data that rattles and rains. And all I must do is just stay in my lane because I'm on a specific mission pigeonhole. And the fact that the matter I didn't know kinda mean that I'm tight playing tic-toe. Strategic analysis, don't wanna waste my time. I knew it would happen. So rhyme after rhyme, I would drop in no pine. Predicting my victories like I'm alive. You don't get the gold if you haven't. I traveled the minds. Why address cultural rifts? So to change all the cultural gifts. Your neighbor could use a new cultural lift. You could get forth in the mouth if it licks this list. That is as clear as it gets. You gon' participate, I can delineate. Reduce the zoo kibbles and bits, and I'm gonna elevate and then remediate. I come with the strength of a shaka. Formidable chief like the Zulus. Y'all looking out for the Maga. January since got to you. If COVID was just as a new flu. Nathan.
Yeah?
Guess what?
What?
Who knew I'd never be too through like a diuretic on an empty stomach? I got pathetic like I had it coming, but I went poetic and I gotta run it like some vendors running this sandal. Away from the scene of the crime, it must be time for me to shine and unleash my lines to permeate this fine landscape for my incline. Here's your syntax for your sin time. You can bring me back from the past time, cause the last time was a grand time. That had mad time like a rib band, but I never struggle with my relevance. I'm erudite and I'm scholarly, so witness me in my elegance. Fly. The Mad Ellipsis show is like a matinee. Got down radio broadcasting the signal to the world. Conclave download, bring it to town. Conclave download, come to your town. The Mad Ellipsis man is going to demonstrate.
Got on radio broadcasting the signal to the world. Conclave download, bring it to town. Conclave download, come to your town. The Mad Ellipsis mind is going to demonstrate how to be the kingdom, broadcasting your signal to the world. Conclave download, bring it to the town. Conclave, download, come to your town. The man Ellipsis man is going to demonstrate how to be the kingdom, broadcasting your signal to the world. Conclave, download, bring it to the town. Conclave, download, come to your town.
Hey, Joy, I'm over here with Corinthian, and man, Corinthian got a surprise for you one of these days. I can't wait to invite you to one of these scenarios.
She coming?
Yeah.
She thought I was gonna. She talking about I don't be doing nothing for her. I got it. I already got it.
It's Jimmy Jocko too.
Ellipsis M3dots.com.
I am led by my notion. I walk in my glory quotient. It is a waste of your time to question my mind. I flow in prominence. You have your own notion and your own glory quotient. I will not question your mind. I understand the sign of the times.
That's a great question. He died that we may be cleansed from sin. Repent. Come to Jesus before it's too late. He's called us to do His work. He has called us to cry out. He has called us to invite those who will come. Don't be discouraged or embarrassed for the one who created you. Today your death is near. Our death is near. Blessed are those who follow Jesus. They will have eternal life. But woe to those who reject His grace, for you will be damned to hell forever.
Ellipsis M3dots.com. We live our lives before we ever preach it. My master plan came from the master, so I'm not a genius. Even my enemies perceive, they know that Judas moment. Silence is golden, but my fitly words are sometimes spoken like a record broken. Man, I'm on digital, cut the cord like umbilical. Naturally, I'm spiritual, influence in my spherical. Don't discount the political construct empirical. I'm in my element. We all must handle our anointings like we understand the pointing, so we function not disjointing, arguing and finger pointing, cause nobody benefits even though we're ready and equipped. Where there is no progress, we can strip of our life significance. Let's not repeat without the rinse. Behind the code, your family Jews get crushed with strider than the fence. It's so easy to repent, then down the crown of your glory potion.
I am led by my notion. I walk in my glory quotient. It is a waste of your time to question my mind. I flow in prominence. You have your own notion and your own glory quotient. I will not question your mind. I understand the sign of the times.
I'm on the right divide, cross the Red Sea, amplifying, hear my Father's voice, filterfying. When it is right, then ask my why. So in my lightest phase, it can never fade. God's presence never fade. I'm winning, ruling, standing, highly, boxing, listen, and raging. I've seen God's glory. Yo, He brings the glory. Let's follow the Holy Spirit to right in that Jesus is black and white. It's His blood that matters. That's the glory. So we need to say, God's the glory. So we need to say, Here's the glory. With Jesus, I'm in so much glory. His presence is so risen. That's the story. God's, I've seen God's own glory. Glory, it's my season of glory. I'ma tell you a story. Like a cloud in the sky, I've seen God's glory.
It says, and for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Verse 12, that they all may be damned, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we, verse 13 says, but we are bound to give thanks always to God for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because God has from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth.
allow me to testify, I will have this entire crowd vibe to my vibe. We gon' do a little dance, fake jam. We gon' have a little laugh, fake jam. Say yeah. Retired Master Sergeant, a professional. The Ellipsis show is my confessional. Conclave download is my congressional. My district headquarters is delectable. God is still with me, he's detectable. Vengeance is here, so be respectable. The prayers that I pray are so effectual. I feel like I should be a music festival. KMF 9 to be correctable. My record speaketh that I am electable. They preach milk and meat, I am the vegetables. Also the candy dish, mouth meltable. He said that she smelt it deltable, but that's because the smell was irrepressible. When it smell like that, it is addressable. Bringing real flow and tears to the retinal. Not the methane, but I'm talking my processional. Even my filthy rags are interventional. I went from sinner to kingdom sentinel. First dot error was all intentional. Second dot error, just think dimensional. Third dot error must be exceptional. You can say it with me, you can say it loud. M3dots.com. If you allow me to testify, I will have this entire crowd vibe to my vibe. We gon' do a little dance, fake jam. Have a little laugh, fake jam. Say yeah. The story of Fake Jam is one about brothers, fellow master sergeants working with one another. Both of us in Toma at the military base. Nice to see another man of God in the place. Pastor started the church and allowed me to rap. Then got on the drums and he added the boom bap. A pastor that can drum, we're planted in my own God. Little did I know that both of us was on our own ride. Pastor Master Sergeant went from Toma down to Madison. Rapper Master Sergeant, KMF and all the rapping. Pastor and the rapper became formidable friends. Then the pastor told the rapper about his dream for Faith Jam. What? Say it ain't so, they kept sowing. M3dots.com, it kept growing. The Ellipsis district made his efforts on the low end. Faith Jam began productions, no man Owen walks all over all his territory cause he's known in the streets. Earned his respect west to east, so I see. God said call Pastor Joseph. He brought his anointing to my home, got me flowing. Prayed for my family and demonstrated love. This not capitalism, it's something from above. Fake Jam, Ellipsis, synergism, hand in glove. Allow me to testify, I'm a professional. If you allow me to testify, I will have this entire crowd vibe to my vibe. We gon' do a little dance, fake jam. Have a little laugh, fake jam. Say yeah. Allow me to testify. Allow me to testify. Allow me to testify.
Once again, you dig? Step into the world of Thunderfunk, you dig? Got a little homework going on now, you dig? But most of all, most importantly, you dig? Get a chance to glance at Thunderfunk Chicken, you dig? There's a light on, you dig? And my world famous sweet potato. Gonna pop that off, you dig? My collard greens off Polk Street with the turnip, you dig? The boil, it's all in the boil. You dig? That recipe go all the way back to millennium, you dig? This lost tribe of the Gramunjas in the Himalayan mountains, you dig? In the Caucasus region, you dig? I mean, this here is like phenomenal. It's esoteric, you dig? Thunderfunk Chicken. World famous sweet potato. My wrap, you dig? It's a certain wrap, you dig? You wrap them, you dig? Cook them with my ancient herbs, you dig? That I got from the ancient tribes of the Gramunjas, you dig? And hey, my collard greens off Polk and Sacramento, Chicago West Side, you dig? It's all in a boil. All the well, free smells at 12. And don't forget to pick up your Thunder Funky Central, you dig? Free smells at 12. Blah.
They brought a woman to Christ.
All right.
To be stoned for her wrong. It was a custom at the time to be stoned. Jesus, y'all pray for me, I get all right. And he rolled on the ground. When he got up, just there was no one around. I heard the Lord say, He without sin. They brought a woman unto Christ to be stoned. Jesus, I can see him down there. And he rolled on. Can I talk a little bit? We're gonna get ready to bring another person to the floor, but can I talk? See, I know living in this whole world, that's some low down, mean, dirty folk. And you and I know some of them, don't we? How many here tonight know at least 5 low down folks? And some of us in your family. Am I right about it? Some of them are sisters and brothers, sons and daughters, uncles and aunties, just ain't no good. Oh, I know I'm right about it. But let me tell you what folk do. Can I tell you?
Matt, I sent you a bogus video. But what I'm trying to say to you is man, I've been wanting to talk to you. I want to hear your voice. I want to see your face again. I'm just trying to make sure this is the way that I send you the video when I want to talk to you. All right, talk to you soon, man. God bless you. I'm looking forward to us rapping about what's going on. And plus, I love the new music. All right, bye-bye.
Spread a little bit of light and you'll see just how powerful your relationship with God it can be. Sprinkle a little bit of salt and they'll savor this moment, the flavor, the taste, and they'll see what you see.
I have come to grips that I'll never be an astronaut or a president. I even started thinking that I want to be an African continent resident. It's truly evident. Life for me is about dealing with the pitfalls of the fourth class citizenship. Feeling harassed, keeping my grip. Though I get mad while I do sit with this little cash, it is my gift. Rise from the ash while I do rip. People do laugh, I do not tit when they do tag. I turn the other cheek like a meek man's inheritance. Master Sergeant Emeritus, I do what I can to help despondent men folk with their marriages. We all must fight disparagement, so my salt is a light touch. When my watts up, I like much. Yes to what I'm sent to. I use my home studio to pontificate issues. 15 years, 10 months, 12 days, I've got a list too. Love of my life, I miss you. Sclubby, no babies, unfortunate sit through all of these years of their dad being maligned. But I think it not strange, it is the sign of the time.
Spread a little bit of light and you'll see just how powerful your relationship with God it can be. Sprinkle a little bit of salt and they'll savor this moment, the flavor, the taste, and they'll see what you see. Jesus said we will be salt and light, living epistle and salt and light. Though not perfected, I'm salt and light.
As friends, their life is proving them faultful. World system is active, so it has made me thoughtful. We want to change the world while still loving all of its privileges. Sowing unto the kingdom of God should have its dividends. Giving unto man a pope endears you to them. Can't hear without a preacher, so who did God send? Tickling ears one can bend and navigate financials. The wealth is stored up for the righteous, substantial.
Light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour it out. Spread a little bit of light and you'll see just how powerful your relationship with God it can be. Sprinkle a little bit of salt and they'll savor this moment, the flavor, the taste, and they'll see what you see. Jesus said we will be salt and light, living epistle and salt and light. Though not perfected, I'm salt and light. Pour out the sunshine, pour out the salt and light. Let your light shine, pour out the salt. Let your light shine, salt and light. Pour it out. Light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour it out, light it up, pour out your soul, shine your light, pour out your soul and shine your light, pour out your soul, shine your light, pour out your soul, shine your light. We are to be salt and light. We are to be salt and light. Jesus said, be salt and light. Jesus said, be salt and light.
You don't know how much you're missing. You don't know how much you're missing.
Shoelaces suck, yeah. Shoelaces suck.
Okay,
yeah.
Dad.
If you wear them, it's just like walking under a ladder. It's bad luck.
Dad.
Yes,
you
baby.
be Hawk Moth.
Okay.
You're supposed to... No. Nathan, you're not the akumatizer. And you're supposed to akumatize anyone who's angry or mad.
Okay. So you're gonna be angry and mad?
Wait, no. akumatize
Okay, imagine this is a regular bystander. This guy's a regular bystander. His name is Jimmy.
Where's he at?
His name, no, he's right
Get
there.
over here.
No, wait,
Get over here.
No,
Get over.
Stop it!
This is our friend Jimmy. I'm volunteering.
Okay, you're Jimmy.
No, that guy's Jimmy.
Get out of my face, Jimmy. Okay.
Jimmy, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, are you okay? Are you okay, Jimmy?
Okay.
Dad, Jimmy's our friend.
Where's Jimmy at?
He's right here.
Where?
He's right here. He's
Where?
behind me.
Where? He's behind you?
Yes.
Here, let me
No,
look at Jimmy.
no.
I need to smack Jimmy. I need to hit Jimmy. Where's Jimmy at? Get Jimmy. Ah!
Okay, so Jimmy's gonna run around the circle with me, Ladybug, and Ladybug, and then your Akuma is gonna go to him, and then
No, I'm gonna hit Jimmy in the forehead right now. Get over here. Ah, Jimmy. Ah.
Okay, look. Now, when Jimmy gets akumatized, no, don't hit him.
Jimmy, leave the mermaids alone. Ah. Leave the mermaids alone, Jimmy.
Dad, okay, look. Jimmy's behind my back right now.
Oh, he's behind your back right now?
Yes. And when Jimmy gets akumatized,
Jimmy, get out the mailbox. Oh.
when Jimmy gets akumatized, he's gonna run away, and then you're gonna fill in for him.
Jimmy, get out of my car right now. Get it out of my car.
Okay, look, Jimmy got akumatized right now. Now you,
Jimmy, you can't dunk. Get off of that. You can't dunk. He was trying to dunk.
look.
Yeah.
Jimmy got akumatized.
He was trying to get up there and shoot a basket.
Now, look, in this game, Jimmy got akumatized. Now he's gonna run away, and you're gonna fill. And
Hold on, Jimmy's trying to take your jacket. Get away from that jacket, Jimmy. Get away from that jacket, Jimmy.
Okay, stop kicking Jimmy.
He keeps on doing stuff.
No, he's not.
Look, he's trying to take the mermaids. Get away from them mermaids, Jimmy. Get away from them mermaids, Jimmy. Get away from them mermaids. Jimmy.
You see how Jimmy's running away?
No, he's running for your coat right now. Get away from them coat, Jimmy. Get away from them coat, Jimmy. He's trying to get the right. Get on your coat.
He's going to the trees. No, you got to feel it for the akumatized villain. Got it?
Can you tell Jimmy to leave my car on? Get away from my car, Jimmy. Give me. Give me.
Wait, Dad, that's not Jimmy. Jimmy's over there.
Oh, where?
Jill, what are you doing in there?
Who?
Jill, his little sister.
There's a Jill now.
Guys, I'm in the OGs.
Okay, Dad, nobody's in your car. Just that filthy old record.
Guys, she's just 3 years old. She's
I
harmless.
spit on it.
Okay, guys, she's 3 years old. She's harmless.
Great.
Harmless.
Sometimes Naomi makes
Oh, wait.
Sometimes
You said Jill is 3 years old?
Sometimes Naomi.
Then that means she's bounceable. Get out of here. Boom, I'm gonna knock you across the street, little girl. She flew in the sky. I knocked her across the street. Jimmy, leave these mermaids alone. Boom, get out of here, Jimmy. Boom. Jill, get over here. Boom, I'm gonna knock her across the street. I'm sorry.
Hey, Dad, great job as acting. It's the akumatized villain, by the way.
Yes, I want to see your karate moves. And they were kung fu fighting. Ooh. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. You can beat me up. Hey, son, here. Here, so she can beat me up. Here.
No, I'm fine. Here.
You gotta catch her beating me up.
No, you.
Then get your phone.
No, okay, Naomi, get the. Here, beat Dad, beat the camera up, and we'll imagine the camera's down.
Okay, boom.
You can't even see me moving, but I'm doing it.
You're
It looks like a fool, but I'm not. I'm actually moving.
Go ahead, baby.
Wait, Jimmy and Joe are defeating you.
So that was Naomi's crying moves. These are mine.
All right, go ahead, son.
Here we go. When I come out of that,
All right. Karate man. I'm getting beat up.
Young Lotus, you have
I'm getting Young Lotus. What you call it, Young Lotus? Oh, I'm getting beat up. Oh, wait.
Calm down, Young Lotus.
Wait.
No, wait.
Wait, son. Here you go. Now look.
My name is Acquioso.
Here, son. Go ahead. Here, Naomi, stand right here. Naomi, stand right here. Hold this side. Hold this. Hold this right there. Nathan, your challenge is to karate chop this stick in half. Good job.
Wait, Nathan, no.
No, this is gonna look like I'm not.
Wait.
This is gonna look
Wait,
like
Naomi
I'm not.
Naomi wants you.
gonna
Hold
look
on.
like I'm not
Naomi
moving
wants you to do it. Hold on.
Okay, but I tried to warn you. This
Okay.
is what it's gonna look like. I'm not gonna move at all. It's gonna look like I'm not moving at all, but I'm really attacking him from all over.
Okay.
I'm just going super fast. 3, 2, 1. How come it's not working?
Hey, Nathan.
Hold the stick. Go ahead, baby. Oh, look at that, baby. Good job.
Okay, here we go. Super karate move.
So this is the Toma Wall of Honor. What I'm blessed about is, look at it. They got all the slots filled. This is Toma's finest. And what do you know? The VA rap champion. Who is that guy? And I got, you know what I'm saying, these guys right here. Aww. I'm among good company. And thank you, Walmart. Thank you, Toma Walmart, for honoring veterans like this. Thank you so much. I am grateful for this place.